What's up everybody, David Rodriguez here, and in today's video I'm going to teach you 3 different ways to utilize your breathing for rest and relaxation, for bracing during your lifts, and for hyping yourself up for when you're about to do a big lift, big PR, big trick, big battle pass. Alright, so much like lifting weights, you don't have to just use your breathing for one specific thing. You can use it for a multitude of reasons. There's, again, so the 3 different techniques all correspond to different things that you can use. So the very first technique, I learned this from Dr. John Russin on an article he wrote. He had 5 breathing techniques. I will put that article in the description if you want to read more about the different breathing techniques that he goes over, but this one really stuck with me the most and has helped me before when I've been doing either big lifts or big tricks. So, super simple. All it is just 3 quick breaths in, keeping it in your chest, in like the solar plexus area. We don't want to be breathing out from our stomach, alright? So, super simple. Again, it's just, alright, 3 super quick breaths in and out, alright? Because this helps stimulate our nervous system that gets it primed and ready, like, oh man, something's about to happen. And because even now, even just doing it, I can feel like my heart rate start to increase and my blood pressure kind of like starts to bubble or like get more, right? And I feel a little bit more like energized, like, oh man, like I'm about to go do something crazy, okay? Now, my only caveat with this specific one is that you don't want to be doing this for every little thing that you've been doing or for every little exercise that you're doing, because at some point your body's going to go from, okay, this is stimulation to, well, this is routine. We do this every single time that you're about to go do something. So now you lose the edge and your body just kind of adapts to it, and it's just no longer a stimulation device. It is just, again, it's just routine. Now, for the second breathing technique that I want to show y'all, something's going to have to change. I'm shirtless. So, this isn't, so for the second exercise, it's better, and I think it's easier for me to show y'all while I am bare in my torso, just so that way you can show yourself in the mirror, and so you know what you're looking for whenever you're doing this, alright? So this second technique is going to apply for bracing for your lifts, alright? And I'm not really sure about how well it translates over to tricking whenever we're twisting or if we're doing something else, but for those who are more air aware, if you can focus on what you think you're doing in the air with your stomach, I'd like to know. Anyways, so it's much easier to think about this more for lifting weights though, for squats, deadlifts, bench press, things of that nature. It really helps me whenever I do my squats. Now think of your stomach, right, and these muscles as your own built-in weight belt. So of course you see like big lifters or power lifters, strongmen, they have their big belt, they wrap it around, they cinch it down as tight as they can, this and that, and they have everything. It's almost like they're wearing their own little mini corset, which at those weights, yes, for 100% for sure, wear those belts. But if you don't have one, you either forgot it or something, or even, so you can use this even with lighter weights. And in fact, I would encourage you, just so you can understand what it's supposed to feel like, even so you can build yourself up to it with heavier weights. So all it is that this is bracing, right? So I got this from Alexander Bromley from Empire Barbell. He has a great YouTube channel, again, he's more about the meathead, he's less about like tricking and stuff like that in general, but this has really helped me for when it comes to my lifts. So what we're gonna do first is we wanna breathe in as much as you can, right, at first. So you go, alright, so you see kind of like how my stomach's a little bit open, my chest is big, everything is up. So from here, you want to squeeze all that air out as much as you can. So, right, so almost like, where you can't even talk, really. And then you have a little bit of breath, suck in a little bit, and now you have your own built-in weight belt, right? And so keeping this tension as much as you can is going to help to stabilize for your squats, for your deadlifts, for sure. Because you don't want to be going all loosey whenever you're doing your squats or whenever you're doing your deadlifts, all right? It's going to be a recipe for disaster, especially if you're not prepared for it. So again, right, breathe all the way in as much as you can. Breathe everything out. Sniff a little bit of air in here, trap it, and you can still breathe normally, right? But now we still have this built-in weight belt for us that helps you keep stable. It's kind of hard to move a little bit, right? So you just come up, boom, down, keeping that tension all throughout your body. And so you should definitely feel it working, all right? You should definitely feel that working in your abs all the way up and down, and you should also feel it sometimes here in your lower back, all right? Because all these muscles should be bracing and helping you to stay stable for your lifts. Now, we'll move on to our third breathing exercise. All right, so for this last exercise, when it comes to breathing and rest and relaxation, if this is what you're looking for, you have now found it. Again, I'm going to be shirtless so I can show y'all how like your stomach should look when you're doing this. So this is called box breathing, and I learned this from Levi Memmer from when I was doing my internship last year. And so I've seen different variations on the breathing times. So I've seen 5 seconds in, 5 second hold, 5 seconds breathe out. I've also seen 4 seconds breathe in, 6 seconds hold, 4 seconds breathe out. Excuse me. I think as long as you find a nice happy balance, somewhere within 5 to 6 breath range, I think you'll be fine. There's nothing that you need to strictly adhere to. So 5-5-5, 4-6-4, any variation of those, I think you should be good. And so you don't have to always be laying down for this. You can also do it in your car. If you're a large road ragey person, use this whenever you're in your car and you're about to rage out for some reason. If you're about to be stressed, even doing this just kind of once, and like maybe you have a big meeting that you have to do and you kind of want to chill out, again, 4 seconds in, 6 seconds hold, 4 seconds out. It'll kind of bring yourself back down. And so why are we doing this? So we want to do this because it helps us chill out a little bit more, especially after heavy workout sessions, heavy tricking sessions. Again, this is something you can do every time after your workouts or after your training sessions, all right, to kind of bring your heart rate back down, chill, get your nervous system to come back down, chill out, so you can be put into a state of rest and digest, right? So whenever we're working out, we're in a high sympathetic, crazy, stressed out, blah, blah, blah. We're like, amped up, ready to go. And then when we're done, we want to get back into a rest and digest so we can start building ourselves back up again. So we use this breathing so we can get ourselves into that parasympathetic state. So here we go. So with a box, right? Box breathing for a reason. So you'll put your feet up here. You want to maybe find something that's like 90 degrees, right? That'll get your feet at 90 degrees. That's kind of all I have. All right, so feet, palms facing towards the ceiling, feet uncovered, nothing on your face. Ideally, this would be done in the dark, but you need to see what I'm doing, so we're going to do this more in a light environment. So you're going to see that I'm going to try and breathe in as deep as I can, similar to the bracing, where hopefully you will see my stomach rise and expand as much as it can. So we go. You hold it, right? Hold.
So, big things that hopefully that you notice is that when I'm breathing, again, right, breathing in, you're trying to expand as much as you can through your stomach, through your chest, and even up into your head. And then you're going to hold that sensation for 5 seconds, right? And you just keep holding that, okay? And then when you're ready to breathe out, when you exhale, you, and almost like you're trying to get the top part of your stomach to touch and reach into the floor, right? That's how deep you want to be pushing again, right? Almost like you can't even talk, right? So, and so set a timer for yourself, right? If you have time after a session for 5 minutes, 5 seconds in, 5 second hold, 5 seconds out. And for me, man, it helped me fall asleep super easy when I started practicing it. Usually I would toss and turn a whole lot. Anecdotally though, right? I just, boom, knocked out most nights. Every time that I would do my box breathing, always helped me calm me down, always helped me get into a more solid state of mind instead of just always being so wired and so stressed out all the time. So, David Rodriguez, Stomp Tricking, 3 breathing exercises. Hope you like it. If you have any other experience with breathing or breathing exercises or any kind of thing with breath, the mind-body connection in general, please, I'd 100% like to know about it. Like, subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content, and if you have anything else that you'd like me to do or talk about or whatever, please let me know down below. Follow me, Instagram, stomp.tricking, and I will see y'all in the next video. Oh, also, come to DF Dub, right? I believe it's July 25th to 26th. Be there or be square, okay? So, peace.